Most of us in this room understand 1 Kings 18 because we preached about it or we've taught about it in children's church or whatever. See, here's what I believe with all my heart. I don't believe God brought Elijah to the brook to punish him. I think he brought Elijah to the brook to prepare him for greater things that were going to eventually blow his mind. Because this is 1 Kings 17. And in 1 Kings 17, we got Elijah, and he's by a brook, and he's about to become dehydrated, and he's about to die in the desert, and he got there because he's following Jesus. But in 1 Kings 18, well, we know that story, right? Remember, he goes on top of Mount Carmel, or Caramel, however you say that. It's Carmel because we're in the South. He goes on top of Mount Carmel, remember that? And he's faced down the 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 prophets of Ashur, and they did the fire thing, and he did his fire thing, and fire fell down, and then a big, huge fireworks display, and then they killed all the prophets, and then he goes off and he prays for rain, something that the land hadn't seen in 3 years, and all of a sudden it starts raining on the land, and Israel experienced revival. Israel experienced a move of God that they had never experienced in their history until that time. They saw things they had never seen, and it was all done through a man who a chapter before had been by a dried up brook. So if you're here today at Catalyst and the brook is dry, I believe God sent me here, I believe this with all my heart to tell you, He's not punishing you. He's preparing you. He's preparing you for greater things than you could ever imagine. One chapter later, Elijah is on top of the mountain calling fire down from heaven. You're by your brook, but God's got greater plans for you than you could ever imagine. Don't give up when you're by the brook. See, here's what I believe. Here's what I believe. God had to teach Elijah something by the brook. God had to teach Elijah something. And as leaders today, I think He has to teach us this lesson as well. Elijah thought that brook was his supply. And God was like, I brought you by the brook to teach you, Elijah, that you don't depend on brooks. And you don't depend on big donors. And you don't depend on all of them. You learn how to depend on me. Because even though the brook is dry, Elijah, I am never dry. I am a grave-robbing, water-walking God who reigns over every situation you will ever face, Elijah. You don't give up when the brook is dry. When you're by the brook and you're about to give up, actually you need to hold your head up because I'm about to blow your mind, because I always come through when it's the darkest times.